A martial art of the Japanese origination of fan needs in many countries in the world is karate. With kata where one person announces performance to a play. Two people split up into kumite which fights. Kata. Kata, an attack and defense, the form that I'm fighting against the enemy who performs the martial arts and doesn't see by himself is shown. A player chooses one and performs the martial arts from kata where he has 102 kinds. Every individual has the one as kata good respectively. It's a point of a game that the same kata can't be used in the same meet twice. A play is performed by a technological point and a play point, in other words a mark system of beauty. Kumite. It's divisible big, and an empty hand has sundome and full contact. Sundome is explained this time. Sundome attacks as a word and doesn't have a knockout for its object as a result. A basis will be a play of the point size to which an attack isn't applied. The offensive to the head and the sack body will be a point for a point. Because the aggressive position, the distance and the speed are esteemed to become a point. I often get an attack. There are no problems with taking on lightly. But after a safety aspect is considered and the supporter is made a hand and an instep, an easy protector is worn in the sleeveless undergarment. They seem to be kicking the bottom-o in sundome. That's placing as nage waza paying a foot, not the one which is being booted. It's so. It's grasped by both hands like judo by sundome and it's thrown. It'll be a hop prohibited act. Lightly, it's grasped, and, the rule top is no problem for a throw. The length of a game of the sparring is 3 minutes. 8 meters of field is performed according to the weight by Yomo's mat. The game form is 8-point difference by point size, no side. In case of tie, it'll be a victory of an anticipation point at the time of a no side for 3 minutes. An attack is the stopping just before it to which a basis isn't applied, and a punch kick to a head and a body is effective as a point. Because it's difficult for the appearance to show a rule. I kick at 1 punch point, a point, for 2 points. But when it's a lot, when it's remembered, it's easy to understand. History of karate. It's hardly left for a document about beginning of karate. A military art is born from a traditional dance in Okinawa by the opinion which becomes the mainstream. After that the Chinese military art as well as the Chinese culture are made the one which became transmitted and united by another opinion. It's the opinion which has achieved original development in Okinawa because an immigrant from China named Min in those days was the one from which a Chinese art of self-defense was introduced to Okinawa in 1392, and a Chinese art of self-defense in those days was undeveloped. I think the other opinion is strong by our channel. When calling this Japanese origination, it's origination. And Okinawa is here. It's 1929 that transcription as karate became general in Japan. It became general in Japan after that. That's right. It wasn't general in Japan up to that. It was transcription as karate by Okinawa and was a military art in Okinawa up to that. This character reads this with karate at the Japanese mainland. This is being read with today in Okinawa, and its pronunciation near Chinese. Moreover, a letter as this karate is the 10th century Chinese name of the country. The people who live in Okinawa are Japanese in genetic way more than the Japanese mainland person. It's learned that traditional culture is Chinese lay. Even if I say that karate where Okinawa is mainly composed of a blow. There were also a throwing technique and arm lock technique because it was a military art. By coexistence with the judo and the jujutsu which were in Japan originally. Independence of a blow is emphasized and its present-day karate that playization was being developed. There is criticism as sportization of a military art in the part like judo for this.
優作？はい、ベイルです。日本では学校で柔道の授業があったりして基本ぐらいは学びますが、空手は授業で習わないですね。危ないですもんね。空手を習いに行ける場所はいくつかあって習ってる人はいますけど、今回の動画は皆さんどう思われましたか？それではご視聴ありがとうございました。See ya! See ya! See ya! So ya! So ya! Oh!